What's up, y'all? I'm Dr. Branden D. Elmore, and I want to welcome you to Critical Race Theory, a virtual learning series. So I put this together in honor of Black History Month to help us break down CRT in a way that is accessible, in a way that is real, and most importantly, that is relevant. We hear a lot of misinformation about critical race theory, but at its core, CRT is just a framework, one that helps us to understand how racism operates in our systems and institutions. And that's exactly what we'll be unpacking together. So a little bit more about me. I've actually been engaging with CRT for over a decade, both in and outside of academia. I was first introduced to it during my undergrad at the illustrious Fayetteville State University in 2011. Shout out Broncos. And from that moment on, it shaped how I understood systemic inequities. I carried that framework into my master's research at the University of Cincinnati while I was addressing campus racial crises back in 2016. In 2020, I completed my PhD at Penn State, where I used critical race theory to examine the experiences of Black administrators at predominantly white institutions. And since then, I have worked as a postdoctoral associate and an assistant research professor at the University of Maryland, where I continued to use CRT as a lens to challenge systemic inequities and amplify marginalized voices. And I'm going to be honest with you all. This work is not easy and it has ruffled some feathers. In 2023, I was publicly labeled as radical for my scholarship. But, if standing up for racial justice and telling the truth about systemic oppression and advocating for equity makes me radical, then so be it. That is exactly why this series exists. And I think it's also important to note that I am a Virgo, so I'll just leave that there. This work isn't about division, it's about clarity, and it's about understanding the realities of our world and pushing for something better. Now, let me be clear, this series is 100% free. Too often, knowledge like this gets locked away behind paywalls, institutions, or big corporations that profit from keeping people in the dark. But I don't believe in gatekeeping knowledge that I've been blessed enough to gain, and this is my contribution or my way of giving back and honoring the scholars and activists whose work we'll be learning from. So here's how this is going to work. Every week throughout the month of February, I'll drop 15-minute videos. Approximately 15-minute videos, where I'll break down a key tenet of CRT with real-world examples to make it make sense. I'll also share brief summaries for social media so you can engage with quick, digestible insights. Plus, I'll be sharing citations and resources for those who want to dig a little deeper. And if you're really, really into it, there's an optional quiz and certificate of completion at the end of the series that I'll provide as well. At a time when discussions about race, history, and systemic inequities are being erased or distorted and in some ways shunned, this work is more important than ever. Because CRT isn't about pushing an agenda. It's about truth. It's about giving us the tools to see the bigger picture, to challenge oppressive systems, and to envision something better for ourselves, something better for our children, something better for our communities, something better for our future communities and selves. And we do not do it alone. We do it together as a community. So I hope you'll stick with me on this journey. I want this to be engaging, insightful, and most importantly, useful. Let's break it down, let's challenge ourselves, and have some real conversations. I'm excited for us to get started, and I hope that you are as well. I'm looking forward to seeing you next week, and the week thereafter, and the week thereafter, until we end our series at the end of February. Be sure to like and subscribe so that way you're in the know. And until then, until next time.